I told you that some of the most mind-blowing guitar solos ever recorded are sitting in songs you've probably never heard of? When you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering which hidden gems I'm talking about, whether these solos can actually compete with the famous ones, and if you've been missing out on guitar mastery that deserves way more recognition. Here's the truth. While everyone argues about Stairway to Heaven and Freebird, there are 10 guitar solos out there that are so criminally underrated. They'll make you question everything you thought you knew about guitar legends. These aren't just good solos. They're masterpieces hiding in plain sight. 1. While My Guitar Gently Weeps by the Beatles, Eric Clapton. Let's start with a solo that lives in the shadow of a legendary band's catalog. Most people know the Beatles for their pop sensibilities, but buried in the White Album is Eric Clapton's haunting contribution to While My Guitar Gently Weeps. George Harrison, feeling insecure about his guitar skills next to Lennon and McCartney's songwriting prowess, invited his friend Clapton to play the lead guitar parts. What emerged was a solo so emotionally devastating that it redefined what restraint could accomplish in rock music. Clapton's approach here isn't about technical showboating. Every note drips with melancholy, each bend telling a story of longing and loss. The solo builds like a conversation between the guitar and Harrison's vocals, creating this incredible tension that most people miss because they're focused on the song's beautiful lyrics. This isn't just guitar playing, it's emotional storytelling through 6 strings, and it deserves to be mentioned alongside any discussion of the greatest guitar moments in music history. 2. Maggot Brain by Funkadelic, Eddie Hazel. Speaking of emotional storytelling, let's dive into what might be the most transcendent guitar solo ever recorded. When George Clinton told Eddie Hazel to play like his mother had just died, the result was 10 minutes of pure sonic poetry that most rock fans have never experienced. Maggot Brain isn't just a song, it's a journey through the human condition, guided entirely by Hazel's guitar. What makes this solo extraordinary is its complete abandonment of traditional song structure. There's no verse-chorus framework holding it back, no band competing for attention. It's just Hazel, his guitar, and an ocean of effects pedals creating sounds that seem to come from another dimension. The way he uses feedback and sustain to create these crying, wailing tones that seem to speak directly to your soul is something that influenced everyone from John Frusciante to Trey Anastasio. Yet Hazel rarely gets the recognition he deserves in guitar hero conversations. 3. Time by Pink Floyd, David Gilmour.
Watch the rain. You are young and life is long.
Now you might think Pink Floyd gets plenty of recognition, but here's the thing. Everyone talks about Comfortably Numb while completely sleeping on the absolute masterpiece that is the Time solo. Gilmour crafted something here that perfectly captures the existential dread of watching your life slip away, which is exactly what the song is about. The genius lies in how the solo mirrors the song's theme of time passing. It starts with these urgent, almost panicked phrases, then settles into this gorgeous, flowing melody that feels like acceptance. The way Gilmour uses space and timing, the pauses between notes that let each one breathe, creates this sense of inevitability that's both beautiful and terrifying. Most guitarists would fill every second with notes, but Gilmour understands that sometimes what you don't play is just as important as what you do. 4. Little Wing by Stevie Ray Vaughan. Everyone knows Hendrix's original Little Wing, but Stevie Ray Vaughan's interpretation takes the song somewhere completely different and arguably even more beautiful. While Jimmy's version is ethereal and dreamy, Stevie Ray's approach is grounded in Texas blues tradition while reaching for the same emotional heights. The magic happens in how Vaughan translates Hendrix's psychedelic vision through his own blues-soaked lens. Every note sounds like it's been lived in, weathered by experience in honky-tonk bars and late-night jam sessions. The solo doesn't just showcase technical skill, though Vaughan's technique is flawless. It demonstrates how a great guitarist can take an already perfect song and find new emotional territory within it. It's a conversation across time between two masters, and most people never get to hear this side of the dialogue. 5. Green Grass and High Tides by the Outlaws.
Dream of where your soul is always free. Silver stages, golden curtains filled by.
Here's a solo that should be taught in guitar schools as a masterclass in building tension and release. The Outlaws created something epic with Green Grass and High Tides. But because they never achieved the mainstream success of their contemporaries, this 9-minute odyssey gets overlooked in favor of more famous Southern rock anthems. The twin guitar attack of Huey Thomason and Billy Jones creates this incredible sonic landscape where melodies interweave and separate like rivers flowing into the ocean. The solo section builds from gentle, contemplative phrases into this soaring celebration of everything that makes Southern rock special. It's got the technical chops to compete with any arena rock anthem, but it's wrapped in this organic storytelling approach that makes every listen feel like discovering something new. 6. Alive by Pearl Jam, Mike McCready. The grunge movement was supposed to kill the guitar solo, but Mike McCready didn't get that memo. His work on Alive proves that emotional intensity doesn't require abandoning technical skill or memorable melodies. This solo captures all the angst and energy of the early 90s, while demonstrating that guitar heroics could still have a place in alternative rock. McCready's approach combines the melodic sensibilities of classic rock with the raw energy that defined grunge. The solo doesn't showboat or overstay its welcome, but every note serves the song's narrative about survival and resilience. It's become criminally underrated because people associate Pearl Jam more with Eddie Vedder's vocals and the band's political activism. But this solo deserves to be recognized as one of the great guitar moments of the 90s. 7. Floods by Pantera, Dimebag Darrell. Most people know Dimebag Darrell for his crushing riffs and lightning-fast metal solos, but Floods showcases a completely different side of his playing that reveals the depth of his musical understanding. This isn't the aggressive, in-your-face Dimebag that defined 90s metal. This is a guitarist exploring melody, emotion, and dynamics in ways that most metal fans never got to experience. The solo starts with these beautiful, clean guitar phrases that build into soaring, sustained notes that seem to hang in the air forever. Dimebag's use of harmonics and his incredible vibrato create textures that most metal guitarists wouldn't even attempt. It's a perfect example of how the greatest players can excel in any style, and it shows that there was so much more to Dimebag's playing than the stereotypes suggest. 8. Midnight Rambler by the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards. Keith Richards is famous for his riffs, but his solo work often gets overlooked, especially the extended workout he delivers on Midnight Rambler. This isn't your typical 3-minute rock song. It's a blues epic that gives Richards space to demonstrate his deep understanding of American music traditions while adding his own rebellious twist. The solo captures the menacing energy of the song's narrative while showcasing Richards' unique approach to lead guitar. He doesn't rely on speed or technical wizardry. Instead, he uses timing, tone, and attitude to create something genuinely unsettling and powerful. It's a reminder that great guitar playing isn't always about how many notes you can play, but about choosing the right notes and playing them with conviction. 9. Whipping Post by the Allman Brothers Band, Duane Allman. Duane Allman's slide guitar work is legendary, but Whipping Post features some of his most emotionally powerful playing that somehow gets overshadowed by his more famous performances. This solo perfectly captures the pain and defiance in the song's lyrics, while demonstrating why Allman was considered one of the greatest slide players who ever lived. The way Allman makes his guitar cry and wail through the slide technique creates this incredible emotional resonance that supports the song's themes of suffering and endurance. Every note sounds like it's coming from a place of real experience, and his ability to make the guitar sound almost vocal in its expressiveness is something that influenced generations of Southern rock and blues players. 10. Machine Gun by Jimi Hendrix. Our final selection showcases Hendrix at his most experimental and politically charged. Machine Gun isn't just a guitar solo, It's a sonic representation of war, violence, and social upheaval that demonstrates how guitar can be used as a tool for political commentary and artistic expression. Hendrix uses every technique in his arsenal, feedback, distortion, wah-wah pedal manipulation, to create sounds that literally mimic gunfire and explosions. But beneath all the experimental noise, there's a beautiful, haunting melody that speaks to the human cost of conflict. It's avant-garde guitar playing that never sacrifices musicality for innovation. And it shows a side of Hendrix that goes far beyond his hits like Purple Haze and All Along the Watchtower. These 10 solos prove that guitar mastery exists in places most people never look. While the mainstream celebrates the same handful of famous performances, these hidden gems offer everything that makes great guitar playing special: emotion, technique, innovation, and pure musical storytelling. Each one deserves a place in any serious discussion of guitar excellence. And now that you know about them, you can't unhear their brilliance. Don't let these masterpieces stay hidden. Share this video with every guitar lover you know. Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into music's best-kept secrets. And tell me in the comments which of these solos blew your mind the most. Your next favorite guitar moment is waiting to be discovered.